Hello, welcome, God bless you, and happy St. Patrick's Day. So, I was given this quite a long time ago. Initially, I did not like it because of all the holes. I'm like, a cross with holes? And then one day I was driving, I'm like, aha, that's how we're to look at the world and people, through the eyes of Jesus. So, I actually really like the Ireland cross. Now, I actually really like it. So, St. Patrick, he actually is from England. I believe the Wales section. Habitually, people would come and enslave them. So yeah, slavery is not a race issue, it's a power tripping issue. But yeah, so he got captured during a raid and he was taken to Ireland as a slave. He initially escaped but was found and really got beaten thoroughly. And by the grace of God, the woman who cleaned him up actually had also been kidnapped from England and had been enslaved there for quite some time. And she knew the faith very well. Patrick was somewhat young when he was taken and enslaved. So he was just like, he hadn't really given much. He went to church, but it wasn't a priority. So, being that he was a runaway slave and their shepherd had died, he was placed in the middle of nowhere in no man's land to take care of the sheep. And this elderly lady did have permission to go visit him, and she would teach him the faith and bring him some food every now and then. So it's quite interesting. So he did escape again, though this time he didn't get caught, and he did do it respectfully. He didn't abandon the sheep. He waited until the guy had come to take the sheep back to sell, and that's when he escaped, because he's like, the herd of sheep versus me, like they're not going to come after me, and the sheep aren't in peril. So that's when he left, and he got on the ship and eventually made his way back to England. It was placed on his heart to go back to Ireland, and he lived in the first millennium before the church split, so he is seen as a saint by both Roman Catholics and the Orthodox Church. And it's not like Protestantism where it's like, oh, I feel like I'm a preacher, so I'm just going to go preach. Training has always been part of the church. So he did have training. And it was under more Roman Catholic. He had to learn Latin, which was not his favorite from what I have read. But he went through all the training. He was sent to Ireland. Ireland was infested with, what is that? Druids? It's a belief system that gods are very angry, and there's temple prostitutes and sacrifices. Regularly, they kill anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter your gender or your age. Sounds quite horrific. So he went back over there, and I really found it fascinating because he went over there and he went back to his owner, the man who captured him and had enslaved him, and he actually went back with money to buy his freedom so he could be in good standing. I was really like, whoa. Holy moly, that takes guts. He was given favor, and the Lord blessed him. The Lord worked many miracles through him, and he was able to, for the most part, drive just that very violent way of life out of Ireland and establish the Christian faith. He has quite a fascinating life. So if you ever want to learn about a saint, I was given a book on tape, and it was quite good. So, and it would just, I wish they had made it longer. It's like, man, you didn't even scratch the surface. But he was actually wound up becoming a bishop. And this is a prayer. Of his, I, St. Patrick, a sinner, the most unlearned man, tirelessly I give thanks to God, who in his divine power has shown himself to me, the least among his faithful, and an unworthy man despised by many. He bestowed upon my heart a gift of limitless faith, so in these final days I could carry out his divine work. And even though I have not led a life of perfection, I am not ashamed in his sight. And I give unceasingly thanks to him, for he has been lenient with me, a careless fool, and lifted me up beyond all measure, even though I am unworthy and least of all his servants, St. Patrick. So I hope you're having a great St. Patrick's Day, and may he keep you in his prayers. And yeah, alrighty, well, you have a great day. Bye-bye.